Now you might begin by saying, boy, oh boy, what kind of God wants someone to sacrifice his own son? In the pagan religions of the time, it was not all that uncommon for parents to sacrifice their own sons. There was one particular pagan god who was pictured as holding a big stone pot in its hands like that. And this stone god would have a fire built under the pot until it was glowing red, and parents would sometimes throw in their screaming children into this pot. That was not all that uncommon. It was a mark of devotion. But the whole point of the story is that is not what God wants. How can you possibly please God that way? To use this as a kind of test according to the cultural norms of the day, do you have the kind of trust in me that the pagans seem to have for their gods? Their false gods, their murderous gods, that they're willing to give their own sons? But when the push comes to the shove, God says, don't you understand? I provide the sacrifice. How can you ever please me by sacrificing your son? This is in due course encoded into law in the Old Testament. It's a horrendous crime to sacrifice your children over against all the cultural pressures of the day. Because, don't you see, this is a God with whom we can have a relationship, not because he has needs and wants us to sacrifice our children, but because in sovereign grace, he provides a lamb. He provides a sacrifice.